Midday, damn it. Hey, Rock. What up, Lisa? What up, Rochelle? What up, Serenity and stuff? Shout out to y'all. It's a beautiful midday. I don't know. I got off to a late start. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful day. Hump day. All daggone ready. Hey, Lucy. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? So, I really struggled with what direction I wanted to take this midday. Some people don't matter, but I want to talk about some observation really quick. What I noticed. It's crazy. Rock said, feeling great today. Me as well. Hey, Michelle, welcome back. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It feels good. It ain't too cold. The snow is finally gone. Whatever that was. I don't think that's snow, baby. I'm not sure what that is out there. Okay. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. So shout out to y'all. I'm glad everybody's feeling well. It's definitely a blessing. It's hump day. Time going by fast as heck. Okay, I'm looking forward to the weekend so that we can have some fun. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, y'all. And so don't forget we got the Mukbanger Media set up for later on. We're going to talk about Prissy P and some changes and some things going on in her life. Rochelle, I didn't know you were in Cali, baby. Okay. 67 in Cali. Yeah, y'all lucky. Y'all lucky around there to the Cali. Now, I don't think it's no 67 here, but the sun is definitely shining. I got a few runs to make. It took me a long time to go to sleep this morning, so I got off to a late start, but I've been up for a couple of hours here, just trying to situate everything. Y'all, every couple of months, I don't know if anybody's like me, but I have to be careful, right? I'm a bit of a collector. So I will, have stuff sitting in boxes and, I'll have stuff and I have to clean about every 3 months. I have to either give stuff away or, bring it out to go ahead and make use of it. And so I went ahead and took care of that this morning. Because, I got some things I got to do. It's time to get up out of here. Me and my cousin, we heading to New York and one other place, got business to take care of. So I'm just preparing. I had to order me another travel bag. And so I got stuff to do. Hey, Miss Debbie. Hey, KT, Miss Jacqueline and stuff. So listen, y'all, it's crazy because I noticed like, these folk are nuts. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. Now, I ain't gonna get too much into it, but I'm just gonna put a little message out. Hey, Lizzie, what's up, VT? Hey, Lieutenant, baby, much love. I noticed, like, okay, y'all know how I come out. Hey, Charlie, my love. Hey, Serenity. Y'all know how I come out and have my little talks, right? And sometimes, they might be serious discussions, or I might get a little interpersonal and tell a little bit about myself, or, something like that. I'll be damned if one of the investigators didn't send me a clip of one of my haters doing the very same. Hey, y'all. Listen, y'all. Sick. These people crazy. I mean, it's levels to this stuff, right? There's levels to crazy, just like there's levels to smart, just like there's levels to sneaky, just like there's levels to messy. Hey, man, I think that this internet is a playground for nutballs, for nutcases, right? And this ain't the typical nutcase that we usually talk about who stalks on a regular. I'm talking about a different one. You know, I mean, this individual is nuts. And I pity not only, you know, whatever's going on with her up in the brain, right? But the people that sit and listen to that fool-la-la, that fuckery, right? That, you know, listen, man, even if it pertains to me, be careful what you eat. Be careful what you eat. Be careful what you eat. I'm going to tell you something. As a content creator, yeah, you might say a little bit. Now, some people that don't come out and say nothing, them are the ones that have the most to hide, right? But I want to talk about these levels before we get into this midday, right? So the ones that don't come out and tell you anything about their life, but they're always invested in somebody else's life, those will be the ones that have the most to hide, right? But then you have that other level where they might come out and tell you about their life, but what's going on in their life is unbelievable, right? Then you have that level where you might be viewed as a negative person, right? And you have the nerve to justify that. Like, okay, well, this person would have wanted me to do this, or that person would have wanted me. What? Who in the world would want you out here starting shit, harassing, bullying people? Who in their right mind would justify that if they love you? I'm just saying. And so as a mere viewer, you sit back, you bored, you listen to that shit is all in your spirit, right? You know, so you ate that. And it's okay with people are okay with eating poison because that's what you're doing. You eating poison. What a shame. What a shame. Now I'm going to call out some prophecy really quick. Each and every person that I have battled on this motherfucking YouTube, they will crumble. Not only will they channel crumble, but every negative trap, every negative declaration will cease. It will all vanish away. They'll get up one day, prepare to come on the channel and do the same nasty, negative shit that they've been doing. And they won't be able to find the words. You see, it's a lot of people that thrive off of negative. That's the only way you could sit up and watch something like that, is if you have an unsettled spirit. And I know it's a lot of people that say, oh, well, I don't watch it. Yes, you do. Because there's something about you, even though you don't want to publicly admit it. It's something about you that enjoys that. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just be open and honest, right? Now, there have been people in the past that we have called out and we have mentioned. Not only did we bring them light, but we had also mentioned that soon and very soon, you know, once we stop talking about them, it would be dead as a doorknob. And of course, if you look around, you can see exactly that. But there's something called going too far. And you can find on Amazon books of people being murdered, kids being removed from homes. We witnessed right here on this platform, jobs being lost. That's why I would never, you know, I had no idea that that type of a nut was out here that would go so far as to want to see somebody lose their source of income or lose their house or, physically get hurt. This is how you know that it's not just an illusion. It's not just internet. You could have maybe gotten away with that maybe about 10 years ago. Right now, the internet is the fastest way to spread information. It's the quickest way to franchise and grow. It's filled with propaganda that people believe. And reality TV has now become people's everyday thing. Regular people are now becoming a part of reality TV because they know no different but to come out here and show everything in their life. And then for the ones that don't show everything in their life, you have some very sick individuals that will, try to expose or lie on your life, which gives you no chance, no choice but to come out and defend your name, your God-given name. So, it's very disgruntling to see that there are a group, I'm going to call it a militia group, right? There is a group of militia that enjoy the tearing down of other people. It's one thing to say what you said, do what you do, say what you said. But it's another thing to form a group that will set up on a panel or sit somewhere as a congregation to defamate one person over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Is that not a sign of retardation? Who would want to sit and hear the same stuff over and 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 over again? Who would want to hear it? So you must have to have some type of trauma or some type of a hatred in your life, or maybe you're that same person that you're sitting and supporting and listening to that is, just spewing out venom on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. A hate group, a militia group. That's pretty sad. I don't support it. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but you can't tell grown folk what to do. It's just like if you saw a train coming and a blind person was standing on that train. And you can see the train from a mile away. And you say, wait, get out of the way. The train is coming. And they looking all around. They can't see the train is right behind them. What do? Do you push them out of the way? I can guarantee you destruction is coming. I feel it so heavily on my spirit. I rebuke all demons, all wicked, all low vibrational creatures, not only from my personal realm, but my platform. I speak life upon the ones that seem to be weak, but are strong enough to maintain control and not invite the demons and the legions. If you are a person that is consistently being mentioned by strangers and you have held your composure and you have maintained your integrity, I salute you. Keep doing what you're doing. There's a higher power that is unseen, that is not only working in your favor right amongst this moment, but preparing to guard and protect you, to shield you from evil in the future. And you can bank on that. So shout out to all the ladies in the room. It's a beautiful day, y'all. I appreciate the ones that actually look forward to some positivity. People that don't like to sit and drink or eat arsenal. You're eating poison. A lot of people enjoy it. A lot of people live for it. But once I start to realize, once my third eye is open, I can guarantee you're not going to get that over here. It's a time and a place for everything. At some point in time, you got to have some order, not only in your fucking personal life, but even on this internet, which has became a part of people's everyday personal life, willingly and unwillingly. Get control of yourself before something comes and gets control for you. And that ain't no threat. That's an absolute promise. Thumbs me up. We in here. So it's still Aquarius season. Am I right, y'all? And so the energy should be changing here shortly. Okay. Pretty much the same thing I said yesterday is going on right now. Right now to this day. This is the time for people to start picking up the pieces, for you to do some self-reflection, right? Dig deep down into their soul, into their spirit, and try to figure out what's going to go on with you for the rest of this, winter season. For those that live on the West Coast, maybe you don't have a winter season, right? But still, this is that time where the energy is asking for you to prepare, for this year and to try to be the best that you could be in your extent. Clean up all of the spills, clean up all of the mess, That is what the energy is giving. Time to regroup and rejuvenate. Okay. Time to regroup and rejuvenate. And we all know what happens when you don't adhere to the energy. You become a victim of it. And I don't know how many times that I have to say that. Okay. So here we are all the way in the month of February already. In the month of February, right? Now, if you do some quick little research, you can see that some of this crazy internet stuff has been going on for months, okay? Has been going on for months, almost a year. And I don't know about y'all, okay? But nobody that has never been seen in my personal presence is worth that amount of time in my life. Nobody. I don't give a shit. There's family members that you don't. Now, how many of y'all got family that you motherfucking focus on for 7, 8 months out of the year, 9, 10 months out of the year? Do you got a favorite cousin that you sit up and talk about with your other cousin for the entire year? Huh? Do you got a nephew or a niece or something that you would dedicate that type of attention to in your real family or in your real realm? I'm wondering, because I wouldn't. The only people that can get that type of attention from me is my mate, my husband, my boyfriend, or my man friend, my children, my mother, or my father. Other than that, man, I don't know you. You're not going to get that type of time from me. And the only way you would be willing to give up that type of time is if you didn't have a man, if you didn't have a mother and father that deal with you and love you, if you didn't have kids that adore you and made you a part of their everyday life, even as adults, right? So the math is real simple. The only people that would focus on consistently beefing with strangers are the people that's miserable in real fucking life, which is self-explanatory. But when you sit down and look at the analytics of it, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't give a damn what kind of numbers are involved. I don't care what kind of numbers are involved. So as I slowly get back to my real life and come out of this internet realm, right? When the support stops, I'm out of here. Okay? Period. I don't care how it sounds. I don't care how it sounds. Nobody has to go through this stuff but me. Ain't nothing free out here in this world, not even attention. If you feed a demon, he will grow. So when people don't want to tune in, I'm not going to come out here for nothing. That's on God. I'm not. There are many other channels that are out here to give you exactly what you want, which is a whole lot of nothing, a whole bunch of hot air, a whole bunch of smoke. It shouldn't have to take for a goddess like me to leave. Because that's one thing about me. I don't give no pre-warning. I just go like the wind. And it will affect some people because they don't make them like me anymore. It's like the last of the Mohegans. People come out here and show you what they can do. I think I've done that many times, right? Once you sold your soul, then you thrive off of negativity. It's like eating a steak dinner. Let me look on YouTube. Are they arguing on there? Let me go on Bigo. Are they arguing on there? Let me try mainstream TV and see if there's any drama on there. And so because it has been exposed, that's what people are consistently looking for. And I ain't got it. I appreciate my youthful looks. I appreciate my youth that is still left for me to be able to live my motherfucking life. Can't nobody give it to me if I let a nigga take it. If I let an absolute stranger and a bunch of people that don't really give a fuck take away what God left me, I got to have my youth. I ain't trying to be gray at 45. I ain't trying to be gray at 40. I ain't trying to have bags and black eyes from staring at the screen all day, trying to please people who's only going to go to the next fucking channel to find drama but claim they don't like it. I beg to differ. Observation would show that niggas love that drama. They love it as long as it's not involving them. Long you ain't talking about me. Oh, I love it. I love it. Get them, Loca. Get them, whoever. Long as it ain't you. But then when it's you, there's a problem. Oh, it's got to stop. She's a bully. Right. Bunch of fuckery. One bunch of fuckery. One thing about me, shit got to make sense. It got to make sense, and it has to have a cause. Too much shit going on in real life to feed the bullshit. And everything that I do is part of a plan. I'm going to always figure out a way to weed the fake on up out of here. You see, after you've been bitten a couple times, it really should only take one time. But some of us learn a little slower than others. After you done been bit, after a few people done shitted on you in front of everybody, pretty much pat their ass at you and pooted and told you to kiss their ass. After you done brought them light, mentioned them when they ain't shit, they don't get mentioned in real life. Shared your supporters with them when they ain't gave you a motherfucking quarter. You sit over here, I give them knowledge when they ain't gave me a fuck thing. I don't listen to them, so they ain't giving me no knowledge. Got to know your worth out here. And that don't just go for me. That goes for a lot of people. You know, I want to talk about a conversation that I had before it was too late. One moment. The last time I talked to Lady Wisdom, you see, because when you lose a person that you know really stood for you, that wasn't about no clout, that didn't just want to be seen, it does affect you. So to be able to come out here and still do these videos after suffering a loss like that nobody really talks about, that is displaying strength. That was a hell of a loss. The only thing that comforts me is knowing she's in a better place, because this is hell. This is hell. Constantly being attacked by people that you ain't never did shit to. The evil eye being placed on you just because you're doing better than them. Lies being put on your name and nobody will do anything about it. People that say they support you, go watch the shit that is defamating you or hurting your brand, but they want you to keep coming back out here while they support your enemy, an enemy that you never did nothing to. One thing about Lady Wisdom, she was a fighter. Even until her last days, we would have discussions and she would say, fight. I love that fight in you, Loca, and I stand with you. You're not wrong. She played a very big part in my support system beyond this platform. It was like God had sent her. Things that she would say was like things that I heard in my upbringing. In the end, she was telling me she didn't feel good. I said, Lady Wisdom, don't make my problems your problems. I said, I love you and I want you well. Go see about yourself. Don't make my problems, my enemies, your enemies. And God knows I said that. She said, Loca, you are my family. I'm going to stand with you to the end. I ain't going nowhere. And I'll be damned, that's what she did to the end. So even on the days when I don't want to come out here, because I don't have to come out here, fuck what everybody done heard. Little nigga know me. You better know I had a life before I came out this motherfucker. If YouTube shut down today, bitch, I'm still gonna live. Understand that. If you don't think that, you got to be strictly fucking retarded. It's important to count your blessings. Pay attention to the signs. It was a hell of a loss for somebody to just up and vanish like that. Somebody who was actually authentic. Somebody who had a pure, genuine heart. There was no fake intention. None. And I can bank on that. But we all got to be prepared for death. You never know when it'll creep up. You never know when it's your time. You just got to be ready. Not scared. Prepared. And I'm always prepared. I prepare my children. So every time we go to sleep, it could be that time. You don't know. But I know her spirit is still around. That's how much she loved me. Somebody that I never even met. This internet is Satan's playground. It ain't safe. Nobody ever said it was. So you got to know how to move out here. You have to be willing to fight. But you also have to maintain your common sense. You also have to snap yourself back to reality. You don't know these people. These people don't mean anything to you, so to speak. Until they take it too far. Then it becomes personal because they made it that way. Now, as I mentioned, you can look on Amazon and find books called Beefing That Went Too Far, where people have gotten killed for overstepping their boundaries just because they was jealous. Any nigga can say every cuss word in the world. Any nigga can scream to the top of their motherfucking lungs. Anybody can do that. But what's hard for a nigga to do is shut up and keep it moving. What's hard for a nigga to do is to ignore it and go on about their business. What's hard for people to do is to rise above it. That's the challenge. Y'all seen me do that many times. Many times. And you're going to continue to see me do it. The negative ones, they need to go to the negative platforms. That's where they need to be at. The ones that's in the chat rooting on the negativity all the time, but never in the positive videos. I see you. I've been seeing you. That's right, Day. You don't, these people want to take shit so far on this internet, but did you remember real life? You don't think that a motherfucker come see you? You don't think that could happen? Because we all from the same cut of cloth. I don't think it's a nigga in this live that's going to allow nobody to hurt them in real life and just sit there. Right? Keep your spirit clean, y'all. Stop watching that dumb shit. And I'm speaking to the ones not in my chat. Them is the pure ones. Talk to the motherfuckers that's in the bushes that claim that they support Loca. Oh, I've been here from day one, but I ain't never seen you. Talking about the ones that secretively enjoy the lies and the slander. That's what I'm talking to. Go ahead and unsubscribe right now. I ain't gonna miss you. You don't belong over here. I'm a clean spirit, a righteous soul. I have a heart. I still have dreams, inspirations, and goals. I still give credit to the good gods for everything that's going on in my life, even the negative. And when you unsubscribe, don't come back. Some of these niggas been on this internet from chat to chat for 5-6 years. You know, y'all have no idea what I learned on that 30-day break. And I would suggest anybody that has any intention on starting their channel or growing their channel, take some time. I don't care if it's 7 days. 7 days is the smallest cycle. 7 days. And do your own research before you jump in to the devil's playground. So on that 30-day break, oh, I learned a lot, y'all. Some of the same people that you can see in my chat on this day, or have seen in my chat on negative days, you can find on people's video 5 years ago in their chat on negative days. And so who am I? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I can't beat no sense into these people's head. But I can promise you what I won't do, what I won't be a part of. That's enough. A nigga done had enough. Present something in front of me that matters. Talk politics to me. Talk racial injustice to me. Talk racial genocide to me. Talk propaganda to me. Talk reparations to me. That's what I talk. I don't want to hear that bullshit no more. If you ain't got over 100,000 subscribers, bitch, I'm not talking about you. You don't matter, okay? Give me 1 second. Niggas can talk every language except for coming together. Can you talk black networking, social networking? I bet you can't. Another thing I notice is that the energy that some of your own people will give you, they wouldn't dare give to the Caucasian. See, I'm not like that. Anybody can get it. If I was white and I had the same channel that I have right now, would my so-called enemies be doing to me or anybody that looks or sounds like me if I was white? Hell no. You too scared. You a trained Sambo. You've been trained to come against your own fucking people just because you're jealous. You've been psychologically trained to hate your own motherfucking kind. But if you put a Trump or Susie in my chair, you be quiet as a fucking church mouse. The very same people that are consistently mentioning coward, 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 they the coward, because they would never stand up to the white man like they stand up to their own people. Shame on you, bitch. You a fraud. Pitiful. So every day I come out here and I try to be positive. It ain't easy. I see the difference in all of it. All of it. I know the ones that was around from the very beginning. I know the ones that's only around for the mess. I know the ones that's only around to be shouted at and called out, which is why I don't do it no more. If I call you in this day, it's because I genuinely like you. After that incident with old girl across the country, I wash my hands of it. I'm done with that. That really hurt me. But I won't be the most hurt in the situation. Playing a role just for some views. What do views really amount to is the question. What do views really amount to? I don't know what the fuck wrong with these people. But I can tell you I don't want no parts of it. I'm going to continue to do what I do. I might not come out every day. You understand? But I'll do my best to be consistent with this content, you know, as my spirit feels it. This will be the last time that I come out and you know, have a conversation like this month. But I feel like it's necessary. I'm also going to give more time for the fake to weed away. Skedaddle, bitch. I already done spotted you out. And it's crazy because even the smallest things, y'all, if people's really paying attention. Like these little conversations right now, my enemies are doing that as well. They've never done that before. Why? So that's a sick obsession. I hate you, but I want to be you. I don't like the sound of your voice, but I got to listen to you. That mathematic is something's wrong with that. Because I can sit here and tell you that if you unsettle my spirit, bitch, I'm not listening to you. I will not. You understand me? You know, that's just like when you was younger. If you had a parent or a family member that would always lecture you, you remember how you could block out your parent, you know, anybody that would always be preaching to you. You can block them out, be looking dead at them. They think you listening, but girl, you ain't listening to that shit. It's the same way on this internet. I block these bitch. I don't listen. For what? I'm gonna listen to a bunch of lies for? It makes me just as sick and retarded as they are. I ain't listening to that shit. Let me take a drink. I ain't listening to that shit. For what? But you better believe it's a whole lot of hoes that sit on here and say, I don't watch. Oh, but they watch and they listen. They write it down. They take a picture. They recite it and then they come out and try to do it. When I say this shit from my gut, I'm not ashamed to come out here and speak from my soul. I'm not. I don't give a fuck what they say because they can't do it because a lot of them are soulless. They don't have a soul. There's a black hole there where a soul once lived. They sold it or gave it away a long time ago. They gave it away for views. So you don't have to just be rich to sell your soul. Satan is always purchasing souls. Rich or poor, male or female, young or old. He is always in the business of buying souls. And so you can sell your soul for a couple of views. You can sell your soul for a little bit of change. You can sell your soul for friendships. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody that you knew spiritually was not good for you? And when that person left, they took everything with them, including your soul. And don't make me get into it because I can. I didn't come out here to preach. You can sell your soul without being rich. It doesn't have to involve a dollar amount. You can sell your soul just to be laid up with a certain male or female, knowing that they rotten and ain't no good. They don't treat you right. They don't genuinely love you, but you wanted to look good with them. You wanted them next to you, or you just didn't want somebody else to have them. So you settled. You brought them in your bed. You laid with them. You nurtured them. And the more you gave, the more the fuck they took. And when it was finally over, because sometimes when you won't let go, the universe will make it end. It'll just happen because it never was meant to be. You was holding on to something that wasn't meant to be. And so you gave it everything you had. And when they left, they took your soul. Right. And left you empty. That same empty that's running around on this internet, relentless with no conscience, no shame, no regrets. That's an empty individual who lost their soul a long time ago. And you can't buy it back. There's no corner store to go buy your soul back, bitch, once you done let it go. I mean, it would almost take to be reborn again to get your soul back. So you got to guard it with your life. And I'm going to do just that. And in the meantime, between time, I don't give a fuck how many people leave. I don't give a damn how many people's gone. Because from what it looked like, people leave and come right back. They start off as a friend, a fan, and end up as an enemy, when really they were an enemy from the very beginning. So I came out to tell y'all on this midday show, for the ones that truly support me, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was 3 people in this chat. I know I got 3 strong, authentic, organic people who have the same discernment as I. It's going to always be quality over quantity. And I stand on my word. There's no amount of laugh emojis. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of views that will prompt me to continue or to be a part of a militia movement and attach it to B-Love Dove's name. That's disgraceful. That woman didn't ask for that. And I told y'all from the very beginning, if it wasn't fun anymore, then I wasn't going to do it. And I think we've come to that time. You have to be a miserable person to get fun out of trying to destroy somebody who owes you nothing. And that ain't me, y'all. Anybody that was raised knows that it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. There was a comment on my mukbanger media video that said, I think it said, oh, it's still boring or something like that. I don't think they meant it in a negative way, meaning like these YouTube streets are still boring. Well, sometimes, y'all, boring is okay. When it's time to be lit up, it can be lit up. But God said, peace be still. Boring is okay sometimes. It's just like the mail, right? You know when the mail's coming, it's going to be a fucking bill. So sometimes no mail is no mail. Good mail. Shit, it's good not to see the mailman stop at your door, bitch, because you ain't got to worry about no bill to pay. Same thing with the internet. Don't be so discouraged because it ain't drama going on all the time. It's inevitable. It's coming. Enjoy the peace while it lasts. And if you can't, then there's something wrong with you. But I can assure you that there's many channels out here that will cater to that need of yours, that crave of yours to consistently want to be a part of drama, as long as they ain't talking about you. Right. And I think that's the issue with a lot of the people that you have seen me dismiss off of this channel. Because you better go back and do your reference check. I'm just a humble person. Nobody gives me the boot, bitch. I'm the boot giver around here. I'm going to say it again for the people that might have forgot. I'm the boot giver around here. No bitch gives me the boot. I give the boots out. Size 3 to 33. Bitch, I give the boots out around here. You understand? Willingly. Proudly. Boop. There's the boot, bitch. And don't come back. Mean that. I always get you before the fuck you get me. And when you think you playing me, you could never play me. I'm a goddess. That's your fault for not believing it. You can't play me. You can't. It's look, a lot of people can't say this. I'm going to say this. It's impossible. You can't play me. I can't even play me. Size 3 to 33. We giving out boots to bitches left and right. You cannot play me, period. So you got to find another channel to go play on their time and their top. Can't do me. And once I've been good to you, once I know I did you nothing, if I ain't never did you nothing, once I know I ain't did you nothing and only been good, oh, bitch, you gonna get that 33 boot. And I'm gonna take that leg way back to the back part, past the booty cheeks, to kick you in the crack of the ass and get you out of here. No mercy, because you played. Shouldn't have played. It's one thing to go about your business and walk away. But it's another thing to be in a nigga's face and try to play like they the fool. When, bitch, you the fool, which is why you got the 33 size boot, bitch. And I kick that motherfucking boot up your crack like I would a motherfucking West End soccer ball game. You ever play soccer? Imagine kicking a soccer ball and it was going to make or break if you win or lose the game. So when I give you bitches that like to play on my time to boot, I'm going to kick you in the crack of your ass like it was going to determine whether we win or lose the soccer game, bitch. And we always win. I don't give a fuck what I come out here and say, bitch. I'm going to win. We always win. And before I knew y'all, I always won. And if something happens and I don't know y'all no more, I'm still going to win, and you can bank on that. I ain't going to have it no other way. I am not going to have it any other way. And I don't give a fuck how narcissistic or cocky that sounds. I can promise you I ain't having it no other way. It's win or nothing. But when you a righteous soul, when you a goddess, when you have many testimonies, you realize that sometimes winning is walking the fuck away. Walking away so you can live to tell another testimony. Walking away so you can maintain some pride and integrity, not only in your personal standards, but your whatever it is that you're trying to demonstrate. It's okay to walk away. Sometimes the wiser, stronger person walks the fuck away. And I ain't too vain to admit that. You bitches that think you in a beef with me, you're beefing with yourself. I don't know you. I just know I'm going to shit all over you like I've been doing. And if that means getting it out the mud 33 times, I'll shut this whole fucking channel down and start all over again, nigga, because that's how I do. If it ain't right, I ain't doing it. If it ain't the best, I don't want no parts of it. That's called moral and standard. I still got that. Do you? So meet me on Mukbanger Media. We're going to talk about Prissy P. All of it. Every bit of it. The good and the bad. I fucking love y'all. The sun ain't out where you are. You be the sun. Appreciate all my true supporters from the bottom of my soul. And until next time, I holla.
Power off.